Yeah, we're here.
Yes.
Okay. Let's wait a little bit. Okay, let's see how people joining us. Hello, hello, join us.
Yes, we are live. Good.
Am I a little bit dark? Okay, let's wait a little bit more.
I think we are live.
Yeah.
Yay!
Yeah, we're live, we're live.
Yeah. We wait that the people connect.
You know, the video on Facebook is 20 seconds behind. So everything we're gonna talk right now will be 20 seconds later. We
Okay.
have 20-second gap. We can have fun.
Good.
Okay, let
We
me
need to
probably
meet each
start with
other
the
for the fun.
introduction. They will join us for sure.
Somebody can sing a song. Like, welcome, welcome, welcome to Tatiana Vera streaming. Ewa, with Mercedes, with Mick, with Stella.
Hello, Gabi. I'm party animal, but I have horrible voice.
No.
Really, you don't want.
We can start dancing.
No, you don't want.
Okay, let me start then.
Okay.
Okay. So, hello everyone. Welcome to the first episode of Let's Talk Belly Dance, a podcast style interview series that focuses on the world of Oriental dance. Each month, I will present a different topic of discussion with the leading voices of the belly dance community. I'm your host and moderator, Tatiana Werya, and I'm thrilled to invite you to today's topic of conversation, Behind the Curtain, an insider's look into dance festival. Joining me are four very hardworking ladies who produce some of the biggest and most successful festivals in Europe. Respectively, they are Sharon Mizgish, Mercedes Nieta, Stella Zahir, and Monique Nave. Welcome, welcome, ladies. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for inviting us.
Thank you so much. It's an honor to be here with all of you ladies.
Yes, with all the super girls that you can see. Really.
Before I begin with my questions, I would like to briefly describe your festivals to our listeners. Their format is similar in the sense that they all include a gala show with master teachers, a competition, an open stage performance opportunity for participants, and a wide array of dance workshops and classes. The duration of the festival is usually a 4-day span, but in the case of Stella's Cairo by Night Festival of Greece, it's a more of a week-long vacation-style dance getaway. It takes place in an all-inclusive resort in the city of Saras, 1 hour from the beach. Since 2009, Stella makes sure that the dancing continues till the early morning hours. You can soak in the sun by the pool and enjoy all that the Greek cuisine has to offer. Another culinary experience awaits with the gourmet buffet at the opening gala show of Sharon's Oriental Marathon Festival, which takes place along the French Riviera in Grau de Roi, close to Montpellier. Her festival includes a renowned live band for the gala shows and competitions. She has produced Oriental Marathon since 2012, but began her journey of hosting teachers since 2005. In neighboring Spain, Monique has organized Egipto in Barcelona since 2007. Participants of her festival can take in the sights of the cultural hub of Catalonia, and she offers an opportunity to audition to perform on stage with her company at the opening gala show. Last but not least, Mercedes Nieta has produced the annual Cairo Budapest Festival since 2008 in the picturesque capital of Hungary. Participants can explore the stunning architecture that Budapest has to offer, and while taking dance classes at the landmark Hotel Gellert, they can relax at the historical thermal baths. My short intro doesn't do justice to these wonderful events that you ladies produce, so now I'm passing the mic to you to answer my first question. Are you ready?
Yes, we are.
So, why did you decide to organize your festival, and what has been the biggest challenge you faced? Sharon, would you like to start?
I start? Okay. I always love to have people around me and organize things for people, and to have people for me is like big satisfaction. So, and especially to have the community together. So I decided to do step by step. So I didn't decide at the first time to make a festival, because for me, for me is a lot of work. And so I start to have small events and have an international teacher, and it was exciting. And I said, okay, I want more. I'm not enough crazy. I want to spend more money. Yalla, more risk. and so I decide I have a crazy idea. I start the first festival. It was smaller, and after smaller. At the edition 4, I decided to take something like a big place, a big casino with audience of 1,500 people. And for 4 days, to rent all these big spots I do by the beach. And that was a fantastic challenge. And I can't wait to go back again to this festival. I miss it so much.
Mercedes, would you like to share your story?
Sure. I just got sentimental when Sharon said, like, she can't wait to go back. And I think we all feel that. Like, we just talk about it. I want to cry when we talk about it, because we have created our events, I think all of us, with so much love. And just as yourself, Tatiana, you're also producing. I know, and then I'm sure we all start with a passion and then enthusiasm, and then it's love, and then it's like your baby, and then we don't see it, and we don't see the people that. Yeah, and we don't see the community that we created for so long now. And I think we all just really get really sentimental about this talk. But in my case, I started very similar to Sharon. Like, in the beginning, I didn't plan to organize a big festival. I was not really planning anything big. Actually, I just invited 2 of my favorite Egyptian teachers to have like workshops in Hungary. And then I just wanted a format that was a little bit different than just the weekend workshop. And I said, yeah, let's add the little show, and let's add some gathering, and let's call it Cairo Budapest, because I wanted to bring the atmosphere of this Cairo nightlife and the Cairo festivals, what happening in Egypt, like all that vibe and the fun. And let's just try. And it started really small. And I wanted it for the Hungarian community, mainly just for them to have access to authentic instructors, and then it started to grow from there. People were interested, and then people from other countries joined, and then I really loved the vibe of being able to create a new community around it, and then it was all a love project. And you also asked what was the biggest challenge. I think I was thinking about that a lot, but I think in my case, because of course I could mention like Budapest itself as a city, it's not like as known or as big or as much of it's like a different vibe than it needed to have a little introduction, like the whole Hungarian scene and the city, and but that resolved really fast, because the vibe, the glamour, this nice atmosphere of the city actually helped to create something different. But then I think my biggest challenge was my own perfectionism that just doesn't let me sit back and relax.
No limit.
I'm gonna have to deal with it. Yeah. And
Stella, share the story.
Okay.
I know we're gonna fight for the mic. We don't have too much time at all. We're gonna fight for the mic.
No, I think we're all waiting. It's okay. Okay. So I was also traveling to Egypt for many years back then, and of course, I was dreaming a festival like this in Greece with live band and instructors. But like back then, we didn't even know how to use Facebook. Like, oh my God, I feel so old, but that's the truth.
No,
We hardly knew about internet. Oh my God.
it's true. It's true. It's true. It's different
But
time now.
it's totally true. It's totally true. So I was sitting with my friends and I was eating fish. I will never forget that table. I want to do the festival. I want to do something like this. And one of my friends, he told me, Stella, I'm sure that if now I will give you 3,000 euro to make a festival, you will go and you will buy a bag or shoes and you will not do anything. I'm not joking, really. So I said, give me 3,000 and I will do the best festival. And he gave
Oh,
me 3,000. I'm not joking, girls. And in less than a month, I brought Safa Farid's orchestra from Cairo, Rakia Hassan, Yael Zakra, and Aziza. It was like my first festival with live band. Nobody could believe, like even me, I couldn't believe it. Like I was so in love and so passionate about this that I, I don't know how I did it. Even now, when I see the photos, I don't really know how I did it, how I managed to bring the band, the visa, the difficulties, like crazy. And then when I felt how it is to organize, I just fell in love with that. And every year I try to be better and better. And hopefully, as Sharon said, we will meet again and we will continue our hard work because this is our baby. It's really our baby.
exactly.
Monique, would you share your story about you, maybe?
Yes, I think everybody is very similar, but I start to think I start in 2007, like you told us, and before I travel a lot to Egypt to learn for Rakia Hassan Festival, and I bring many people with me, many students. I organize very big groups from my students with Kai for Cairo, and after that some students don't come with me because they don't have vacation, but I think no, everybody must to see that, because there when you go to this kind of festivals you saw, wow, the culture, the music, everything is very different. It's not just cd, not just, it's really many teachers in the same time. So I this atmosphere, I think I must to bring this to Barcelona. So I create the festival for opportunity, for give the opportunity the students have this opportunity to see many teachers together in the same place, and see the dance in this atmosphere, like in Egypt. Take a little piece of Egypt to Barcelona, because this I start. About challenge, I think my first festival, I have a big problem because Randa is the main guest and she don't have the visa. So imagine, I don't have my big star, my festival, the first festival. So survive about after that is very really difficult. But people believe me, they know really, they trust me, and then I can continue until now. There's this really big festival now. It starts also small. I have just 4 artists in the first edition, and now it's really big. But step by step, we're doing. I think everybody's like the same, right? The
Yeah.
similar history about
Absolutely.
how we start.
My God, like babies growing up, really.
Yes, exactly. Step by
My
step,
next
not start with 10 artists or 15 artists. You start like
True.
three,
Yeah.
two, four.
What do you think are the key factors that go into organizing a festival? I know all of you put your heart and soul into it. That's clear. But can you share, for example, what details you take into consideration? For example, live band venue, location, panel of teachers, topics of workshops. Monique, can you tell something about that?
Yes, I think everything you speak about is very important. I think the most important is choose a very good teachers. I think this is very very important for me. Also, think everything you do in the festival before. because if you don't think before, you don't prepare yourself and your team before, maybe you have avoid problems. And also have a good work team. I think these three is important for you have good festival, and people, audience, and students feel good. You know, if you have work before, when with the festival start, you are okay. You're not like this, because in my case, I think everything before. I have really several times people. Some people think this is work like 1 month, 2 months. No, this is year work. You must think in year work and prepare everything before. I think these three for me is the most important.
Ella, would you like to add something to that?
Yeah, I just have to add actually, because I think Monique said almost everything. Organizing team, it's like, of course, very important for me. People that I trust and they can understand me. Location was very important for me, and I realized this through the years, because, you know, with experience, you understand what people want. Instructors team, oh my God, really, you need to have, like, as I feel, also people that you love. So that's why in my festival, usually I have so many teachers the same, that I cannot be away from them, because they create the atmosphere in the festival. So also instructors is very big issue for me. Um, that's all. And Monique, what she said, like, really, I don't have to add, like she said almost everything.
No, but locate is true. Locate is very important also. I really agree with you. Locate is very
Yeah,
important. Where you do the
yeah,
all place for class, for theater,
yes,
everything is very
exactly,
important.
exactly. Yeah.
Sounds great. Thank you so much. The next question goes to Mercedes and Sharon. The atmosphere of each festival is completely different. What is one unique quality that distinguishes your festival from ours? Mercedes, would you like to start?
Okay. It's a really sweet question. I wish I could interview all the participants right now so they can tell us
Yes,
the
I know.
special things.
It's
Oh my
amazing.
God.
I think the participants know that better. Yeah, but what I wanted to go for, it was something that uses the whole concept of doing something in downtown Budapest with this little bit vintage, classical and historical vibe, and the whole romantic idea. Like I wanted something. Even the way I picked the hotel or the location, even the date, I wanted to go for something that has this artsy, cozy, romantic vibe. I'm trying to theme the whole thing around that. I'm doing the shows like that. I named the shows like that. I try to use some thread of storylines and the little inspirations that go in the details of each detail of the festival. So I was trying to go for that vibe that creates that creative, inspiring space to create new connections and to have this constant atmosphere of new inspiration, new vibe. And then I was using the whole romantic Budapest theme for it. So I think that was what I was going for, and that I had the feedbacks later, year by year, that this is something that the participants like about it, that it has this focus. So I think that.
Sharon, what's the another unique quality you can talk about?
I think one of our festival look like the organizer. I think so. Like Mercedes, for example, she says she do something romantic and this and this and this. And she's like this, you know. She's a beautiful soul and everything. So me, if I have to answer, I love to say in my festival Oriental Marathon, it's see belly dance and fun, you know. So to the atmosphere for me is to be friendly, and I want that the people, when they came to my festival, they have like holidays, friends, to see friends, community, enjoy, to have a lot of time together, and of course learn. So this is very important. And also, I think we are all the same organizer. We love the perfection. We love that everything is perfect when it's organized. When something is happened no good, we become crazy. Like, I think Munich, Mercedes, Stella understand exactly what I want to say. So I want to say that we need that the people feel comfortable and confident with us. So for me, it's very important when people come to make all this travel to come in my city, and I don't make my city in Paris. That is why I'm very proud of this, to have one of the biggest in France. And it's not in Paris, it's in the south of France, a little city. And they come all this travel to my festival, so I have to receive them good, to be friendly, and they must have good memories. I come to learn, to meet people and enjoy, and go back with sun if I'm lucky. And go to the beach at the end. But for me, this is very important, this atmosphere, to have party, holidays, and learn.
Exactly. Very beautiful. So, ladies, what criteria do you use in choosing the teachers for your festival? Do you choose already established big names who has many followers, or do you also give a chance to maybe lesser known teachers who are in some cases just as talented, skillful, and knowledgeable as well-known teachers?
We start. Who? You choose.
Who wants
I
to
can start.
start? Stella, what do you think, Stella?
Okay, Tatiana, I will be very honest about this because I have like a festival with 26, 27, I don't know exactly how many teachers. So I choose, of course, big names that they're influencers in the belly dance world. I choose upcoming stars. I love upcoming stars. I love searching for new talents. I'm like crazy for that. And sometimes I'm so proud, like during these years, 11 years, like many big stars that today are big stars, they came first time in my festival and they teach. And you cannot imagine how proud I feel for myself because I spent really long time on the internet searching, trying to find. Also, the character is very important for me. I try to speak with them to see like we can communicate because as I told you, for me it's very, very important to have a nice atmosphere around the participants and around the organization, of course. So I can say I have variety of instructors. Yes, I have variety of instructors, but it's a big festival. It's like too many people. So I have this opportunity to choose what I want to choose.
Mercedes, do you think it's important to give a voice to lesser known teachers to have this opportunity at the big festivals?
Yes, of course, I do think so. I think it's really important to use our voices and the platform we can offer to introduce new talents. And I'm trying to go for both. Of course, it's nice to have a variety, a diversity artistically, and also in depth about the years of experience. Of course, it's important to have a balance too, because for a certain quality of and a certain security, safety of the level of the quality of the instruction, you need to work with some people who you already know from before that they're gonna bring in the professional level that you want to offer to your students. Because sometimes, however enthusiastic we are about upcoming talents, it can be a little bit of a surprise. And of course, with experience, everyone changes, everyone develops different skills. So I think the balance is important because of the quality of your event, and also because of offering new perspective for upcoming talents also. So it's not always the biggest idols you want to see and you want to connect with. Of course, that's a lovely thing, but you also want to see a perspective for yourself that, look at that, it happened to them. And also the other thing I'm trying to, once they are there at the event, I'm trying to welcome everyone with the same enthusiasm and attention. that's one thing what Sharon mentioned. I think it's really, really important that once people travel to your event, I want them to feel as welcome, like the participants, the upcoming teachers, the idol superstar teachers, whatever, like everyone. I want to give everyone the same attention and love, so we can create a safe space for everyone, so the participants can feel that they are part of this thing. The student and the teacher and the new teacher and the more experienced teacher, like everyone is part of the same thing and they have the same importance. This is something I'm trying to create on the event. And so for that, I think it's really inspiring also for the established famous artists to have the upcoming talents and have in the same, work in the same community, like a team, because once they are in the festival, they're the same team. And they gotta learn each other's names, and they gotta learn like the superstars. They're gonna learn with the upcoming rising star artists, and they gonna, and they will learn about each other. They will inspire each other, and then at the end it becomes like part of, at the end it's like it is a professional ambient, of course, and then you gotta think about that to offer opportunities, but also it's about how people feel. I mean, you want to be part of a professional ambient, but you also want to know it's not only about the professional perspective. It's also about, it's like, it has this whole family ambient. And I think for that, it's really nice if you think about a family with all the generations. It's really nice to give space for each generation. So I'm aware of creating space for the upcoming new artists, but I'm also aware of creating and keeping space for the older generation artists. So I'm trying to balance, and not just who is at the end. I mean, at the moment, the biggest known star or artist, but also the previous generations, those ones who don't travel that much anymore, but they have a lot to offer. So I think it's it's a generation thing if you think about it as a family. So that's how I try to see it. So I do like to bring in new artists. And of course, as Stella said, the personal relationships are really important. So you always have an intuition about an artist. So I'm relying on my intuition when I invite someone from each generation. I need to know that I'm going to be able to get in the same page with that artist, and they are going to be on the same page with each other. So sometimes I postpone some artists because of, you need the variety, the diversity of styles and countries of origins and everything, but also think about the compatibility, how the energy would be the most inspiring for them also, and then it's going to be for the students. So there's a lot of factors.
That's great what you just said. Amazing. Thank you so much. Sharon, what are the most common problems you
I want to answer I would like to answer me too a little of these things, because something for me interesting to say.
Yes,
if I can.
Yes, please. Sure, go ahead.
Because Mercedes and Stella said a lot of things, but me, I just how I choose also. I start this Oriental dance with the Egyptian. So for me, in my festival, I really need to have Egyptian. One or two, but not at least maybe all. But for me, this is very important because I learn from them. I love the culture from them, and my first festival was them. And we are always something to learn from them. That's I speak about the old student and the old teacher. Now I'm an old student, so that's why I say.
Special energy to the festival.
Yes, like right? This. So like them, just want to say this for me, Egyptian is important. And of course, new generation, new origin and everything, but Egyptian is important for me. Especially in France, that we have a lot of Arabic people from Morocco, Tunisia, Algerian. If you don't have Egyptian in your festival, they will say, come on, what? So, sorry to cut you.
So, but what about any problems? Have you ever experienced any problems?
The problem now. Okay, the problem. We have many problems.
Common general problems, yeah.
You have like many problems. For example, last time about the organization sometimes is crazy. Like for example, the last time that Air France didn't, the flight didn't send the new tickets, so all the musicians missed the flight. So it was terrible because they missed the flight and they're supposed to go and sing for the competition. And I said to nobody what's happened. So I have to pay again ticket flight for them the same day. So you can imagine how 5 musicians to pay this for the same day. So it was very, very shit. Sorry, beep, beep, beep. And this time, I can say in French, very merde.
I hear the F.
And I keep this for myself, and I was like crazy all day because I still don't know if it's possible to have this musician like this. And we finally with success with hard attack almost. And so you have this kind of experience, or you are also one teacher in the past. I will not say, of course, the name because it's no good to say this, but these teachers don't want to dance if this teacher don't have the money at the minute, or she decide to have more money that one's not supposed in the contract. So kind of things like this. So we need to be a lot of zen like this.
I see. Monique, you mentioned something about the visa. Yeah, this is the things we're doing all the time. Maybe something else would you like to?
This is sometimes really problem, especially with Egyptian teachers, because they really, for many countries, they need a visa. Sometimes they don't have. I had this problem again, another edition, not a lot, but sometimes it's happened. I think also the problem with ego, like Sharon told, the ego is like, I want my photo bigger in the poster, or things like this make us crazy. Sometimes this is really because we all say this the same. We do this with love. So when this kind of thing happens, it's like, wow, no, because it's not about money. You really do this because love. You love our job. So when this kind of, I made my photo bigger, you feel bad, because it's I think it's not necessary. It's not, if you are a big star, you're a big star on the stage and in your class, no in the poster. But these kind of things sometimes happen. No, alhamdulillah, no everybody. And then because this also I think is important, the question from before is how you choose. It's very important to choose also a good team from teachers. This is very important. People who you admire and people who you also believe in their work. I think these two things is very important. And they work well, because if you know them, you don't have this kind of problem. So I think this is the worst in the visa and the ego, for these kind of things. Like, I don't want to dance before or after this, and this is, no, it's not necessary. I think so.
Thank you so much. So my next question is for everybody. For the last few years, package prices seem to have increased. What do you think the reasons for that? I know a lot of dancers would love to hear about that.
Can I start?
Yes, sure.
Okay. I will speak about my festival because I didn't search about the other festivals. I didn't increase the prices at all, never. It's like how we started, because we are in Greece and we're not strong financial nation. So if I try to do something like this, it will be horrible for the Greeks. Plus, the time I'm making my festival, it's always summer, and tickets, because I have lots of people traveling from far away, tickets are really expensive.
Yes.
Because it's Greece, it's summer, you understand, it's our touristic period. So really, I try to have my prices at the same level as I started, at least the last 6-7 years. The only increase I had to do was like a tax, like the government put per day, like tax room, something like this. I don't know in English exactly the name, which is like 15 or 17 euros up in the whole package. Like, it's not so big. Yeah, talking for me, it's like my prices are the same. I didn't increase anything.
Me too. My price is the same from the last 7 years. I just increased like 10, 20 euros in the full package. But I think also because hotels sometimes it's expensive,
Yeah, exactly.
theaters, the cash for the teachers is like very high sometimes, and it make the market is sometimes is comes crazy because this. I think this is the you can justify why the price is high when you organize, but I try to have the same price, the same, because if you put a lot more money, people from in Spain don't come, and around the world also because they have a lot of festivals in all the world. So if you have a very good, very high price, people don't come. So from me, my price is the same, like 7 years ago.
Me
And
too, me too,
yeah.
me too. It's like maybe 20 or 20 euro more, something like this. But the people must to know that when we organize a big, oh, sorry.
You
Oh,
don't?
she's here.
I will continue until Sharon comes back. I think
Yeah, yeah.
maybe she will agree with me too, because I
It
think
was been interesting.
I think it's I think as far as I know, in Europe, the festival prices are kind of similar. I think the bigger events, we are facing basically very similar challenges about the economics of each country, about the conditions of the venues, about the quality we want to have and we want to offer. I think our events are navigating are more or less on a similar price range, and I don't think it's unreasonable to have like those little like raises every year. Like, let's say, I think we have this 10, 20, I don't know, euro move each year. When I had to raise a little bit, it was like when I started to work with this hotel, and it was a few years ago. And basically my package price is trying to, like, the classes wise, I'm trying to stay the same, but then everything else is happening around us. I mean, the prices are changing. Everything is changing. The hotel, especially, like, for example, in my case in Budapest, the hotel prices in certain seasons are higher, and then they are raising it, and then the conditions change, and then the company who is doing the catering company, the light company, the artist. So the prices keep changing. I mean, we cannot possibly keep everything the same like 10 years ago, because life is changing. Things are the price for everything is raising. So we gotta have to, like, kind of keep up with that a little bit, adjust, but without crossing the line when it's gonna be too much for our communities, obviously. But I think that to understand the whole thing, it's really important to understand the each detail that goes into this. When a venue price, the theater rent, or a flight ticket price keep changing it's an international global economic situation that's happening. When everything is raising around you, it's not possible to keep the conditions of 10 years ago, for example. But I think we are all quite sensitive about that, trying to not, like, explode with, I mean, be realistic. So at least in my case, the changes, the increasing the price, the package prices sometimes. And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to encourage the package options. So the package prices don't increase, not like almost nothing, but the individual workshop prices and individual show prices or something, that's where I'm trying to increase. So to kind of encourage the people to come. If they already come, they should, like, try the full experience, because it's more convenient and there are a lot of discounts. So just to create the whole community vibe, to keep the people together, to offer them more for a little less, but in the same time increasing price of the basic workshops, for example, or some like food, for example. If the hotel is increasing the food prices, then I'm gonna have to keep that up. So I keep up with that. So I think we would really love to keep it like the 10 years ago prices, but the conditions are changing around us, and it's not because we want to have, it would be nice to have more income so you can cover your expenses, because most of these festivals are not about the organizers' big win, especially I think in European countries where we really have to take care and be aware of the conditions of the local people. So it's about, yeah, I can cover a little more of my expenses, or yeah, you're gonna add one more light for that show, or yeah, now I can add one more gift for the welcome package because I got a little more income or something like that. So I don't think it's very significant, but it's a sensitive situation, of course, because while the prices are increasing, people's salaries are most of the countries getting less. So it's always going to be sensitive, and maybe decreasing the sizes of the events would help a little. And that's what I'm just thinking about. But that's another topic.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you so much. I think we completely lost Sharon.
Why?
She's trying to reconnect. I don't know, something is going on, but I'll keep an eye on that. So let me just proceed with the next question. So do you think hosting yearly festivals plays a big role in our community, and why is that? I'm talking about the dancer perspective. Why do you think it's very important? Stella, would you like to talk?
It's very important to give the opportunity to students or already teachers to enrich their belly dance skills. Like, it's very important. And not only this, except from the educational part, festivals are really a meeting point. You get the opportunity to meet people really all around the globe, because also the girls have international festivals. And it's really amazing when you are sitting at the same table with a participant from Korea or from Australia, and you exchange like cultures. It's really amazing. I see it, and sometimes I'm thrilled by this. Like, it's something you cannot believe. Like, a belly dance festival can be really a meeting point. So I think that's something in our community, except from the educational part. All festivals, we're trying to do our best for bringing the best instructors, but there are meeting points, really. I have my best friends through the festivals, and I mean it. I mean it. I met them there.
Monique, would you like to add something?
Yes, agree with Stella. This is very important. We also, I think, is about you put the belly dance in another level. It's not just see. This is very important also, because belly dance is entertainment. But you can see belly dance in restaurant. But you can see belly dance. I organize, for example, a theater. I think it's important also. So see in different ways, and I organize, and you can see the culture. Hello, Sharon, again. And see also the culture, because baby, in restaurant you can do your performance, but you put some falahi, you put some haliji, you put some in groups, big groups, organized big groups also, and audience can see this. For me, is very important. I have in my festival, for example, people, they don't dance, but they come they don't are is Arab also, but they come every year for my festival just for see the show, for the opening and closing, because they look like, wow, this is really a show like a flamenco or another dance. And so for me, this is important. I think this is possible because it's festival, because you have people from around the globe, not just one guest, but many guests, and many guests from not just the big stars, but also students, and they work very hard all 1 year for bring the best choreography in and show this in the festival. So I think this, you can improve more. Everybody improve, everybody learn in the same time, and I think this festival is really important. You organize and you think about these things also for put belly dance in another level.
Sharon, we are talking about how important it is to have early festivals. Would you like to add something? Welcome back.
Yes, you know what's happened is my best friend Yael Zarka called me and blocked everything. That's why I can come back. So she said MDR. I said, what? So funny. So can you repeat the question, please?
Do you think hosting annual festivals is important in our community? Does it play an important role in our community?
What the girl said.
Of course.
A lot of things. But just if you want to say something.
Of course, this is very important. Of course, of course. But I don't know what they say, so I don't want to repeat what they say. So,
It's okay.
okay, okay, okay. Maybe pass the next question. I will be more attentive with everything.
Okay, okay, sure.
Maybe
sure.
can I just add one more thing before,
Yes,
because
yes, yes,
I think this is
absolutely.
really important that the girls already mentioned um, about offering a professional development and offering community encounters, friends, connections. I think because nowadays I hear, I mean, the past few years, I think there is a lot of, yeah, there's a lot of things going on. Not the last year. Last year nothing was going on, but I mean the years before that. With the increasing like of the festivals, smaller, bigger, like a lot of events everywhere, and I heard and I agree with some opinions that comes from a community that maybe it's not necessary to have so many festivals. Maybe it's not necessary to have the festival format for each and every event that happens in the Oriental dance world, and because they have sometimes they offer a more competitive vibe than as much study opportunities. And I was listening to those comments. I was thinking about them a lot, and I do agree that um, organizing a festival just for the sake of naming the event festival and adding the competition opportunities or a lot of teachers, a lot of classes just for just to without having the base, without establishing the whole idea, the whole concept. That's not very lucky regarding other festivals, because I think our events, what I feel that all of us are working for is to create a professional opportunity for people who take it seriously, who want to be professionals. They get those opportunities for being on stage, competitions, or trying classes that are going to help them to develop as artists. And they are creating or showing them a possible path towards a professional dancing. But also there are the hobby dancers, the amateur dancers who want to come and have fun. They just want to relax. They want to come and enjoy each other's company. They want to meet their friends or idols or whatever. So you got to consider that as well. So you create a welcoming atmosphere so they have fun. Plus they want to bring along their families, and then they want to have tourism. So you offer nice place, nice location, nice dinner, whatever. But then there is also the main thing is the encounters. I think all those, what Stella talked about and all of you mentioned, the friendships, that beautiful spider net, the connections between, artists, instructors, students, organizers, families, and it's like a beautiful network of people who love the same thing. And it's the festivals are the place for those encounters, and I think they cannot really and should not really be replaced completely with let's say workshop weekends, intensive courses, retreats, camps. They are all valid and they all have their own places. I mean, they're all important. And yes, we should focus on offering a little more diverse educational forms. I understand we should have more lectures, roundtable discussions, professional intensive courses to get deeper, not just have the glimpse of one thing. One teacher gives you just a glimpse. If you want to dive deeper, you gotta get that opportunity as well. So we might do that too as a community. But that doesn't mean that all the festivals need to be raised, because the encounter possibility, the fun, the whole community experience that they offer, that's really important for the personal inspiration and growth of a dancer in a community, let it be professional or amateur, or just, my brother who likes to meet my dancer friends and help out in my festival. And then it's helping his life, so it's much more complex than just about the classes. So I do think they are really important, but I also do think we should be more conscious about the structure, and the upcoming new organizers should keep being upcoming. I mean, it's great that we have more and more events, but maybe just considering a little more diversity in the forms and the aims of the events. That is fair.
The festival need dancer and the dancer need festival. I think it's like this. We need each other. And what I want to say also about this, that there is so many dancers become famous with the festival. So much. We start like this. For example, I went 12 years ago in Elat Festival, and in this festival, it was amazing because there is so many people, like in Egypt and everything. And we have, for example, me and Yael Zarka at the same time. We have so many invitations because of the festival. So we need this. We did this, and the dancers need the festival. So I hope we will have like 1 million festival again in live, not in live on the online, because this is no good. This is completely different. To have festival online is like security, because we need to have connection, but nothing is the same that real. You will never meet friends in internet like this, and you will don't have experience. And maybe you can be famous online. I don't know, but the live on the stage is the best.
Thank you so much. That was so interesting. Thank you so much. And my last question was, at the end of the day, what gives you the most satisfaction in producing a festival? Do you feel that your hard work is appreciated? Please, everybody, please answer this.
Okay, every year when my festival is approaching, I'm like at the end of my energy, and I know that I need my energy. So every single year I'm saying, okay, this is my last festival. I will not do this. Is really, really, really the last festival. Okay. I'm not joking. Like, people around me, they're like, your last festival. Yeah. So every year I'm like this. I'm full of energy, emotions, like I'm collapsing really. And then the last minute, like when the festival it's finishing and I'm getting the microphone and I say, and yes, people, see you next year. Yes, let's do it again. Like, it's totally crazy feeling. I don't know. Only I think the organizers can understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Satisfaction is coming really through the festival. I think we are just a box of receiving emotions. So when our participants, our teachers are fully happy and everything like flowing great, you are so happy with what you create. You don't want to end. It's, I don't know how to explain basically.
I know how to explain this. What
Please
you said
explain.
is we
It's like
are addicted and crazy.
Yes,
crazy.
I agree.
Just this.
Crazy.
I don't know really. Before my festival, I know it's the last festival. Like, I know if you talk to me, I will say, you look, it's the last, like, but
Yes.
never. And now with the coronavirus, and they press me not to do it,
Mhm.
like, no, no, I didn't like it at all. Really horrible. So I promised to myself, like, I will never say this again. I will do it as long as I'm healthy and as long like I have the power to do it, because it needs lots of power. So the question was about satisfaction. Okay. I hope I reply. Right?
Yes. Amazing. Monique, would you like to add something?
Yes, no, I think it's the same. When everything finish, can feel how people is feeling, and the emotions. You can see the happiness in the eyes of the students, and I think this is the most important. Also, all the teachers and colleagues together. This atmosphere, I think, it full you of a lot of love. Also, you can receive this love of people. I think this is the what you want really, because it's not about money, it's not about nothing, because sometimes you must to pay, because it's really, it's so expensive, also organized, it's not easy, it's a lot of work, think every details during the festival. So many troubles, also problems in the side of the festival. The light is not working, or the music, or many things is happens in the same time. So it's not easy, but at the end you can feel this love and how people are happy. I think this is the most important. I think this, because this is like as you must do again, like Stella told, this is
Something happened.
Oh.
Sharon?
I
Okay. Hopefully she will be back to us. That's a battery probably. Sharon, would you like to say something?
Ah,
Ah, yeah, here you
yeah.
are.
I stop? No.
You was blocked.
Yeah.
Okay, love. Okay, and I think this is the love you receive from the people. This is the most important in the when you organize festival. I think so.
Exactly.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Sharon, would you like to add something? This is our
Yes, of course.
question.
So the satisfaction is the most important for us, I think, and we work 1 year to create something like boom, and it's a day and years, a day and years, and day and night, and we speak about festival, we eat about festival, we sleep about festival. So of course, that what we need is a satisfaction. We need the energy. Me, I love the energy so much. I'm always positive. I love this so much, and people give us this, and because they are happy, and also the amazing things are how many people, new people, and amazing people you have in the world that you don't know and you know. And for example, Tatiana, I met you in my festival. You came to me, and now we are here, and this is fabulous. And I wish to everybody this to come in festival and meet people amazing like this from Germany, for Spain, for Hungary, for Belgium. This is a real connection. This is real love, and I hope we will have this soon.
I'm sitting here and I feel how with so much love you talk about it. I can feel it right here. Mercedes, can you share your feelings with us?
Yes, some more feelings. I can only agree with all of you, ladies. I think what Monique put it so nicely, the happiness in the students' eyes, like the sparkle in their eyes when they are enjoying themselves and they got something out of it. It's just so, yeah, it's really rewarding. I do believe that it worth the hard work. I have the same, like every year I like Stella, I want to give up. I'm like, nah, it's enough. I have to grow up. It's not like I can't do that to myself. It's not good for my nerves. But then of course you have a lot of, you always, when you're out of the deep water, you look at it from the distance, and then you can see the advantages of that for the community. And what I love about it is that the community that is getting created in a festival or in my event, that lives on. And then I still see people who met in the festival, and then they continue their artistic or private personal relationships in the life. So you create something, you offer a space that people use for, I mean, they embrace it for the future, for the connections that they create. So when you look back to it later and then you see the connections that you gave space to, and the artistic and private relationships that getting born at your event live on and continue giving something to people's lives, artistically or personally, that's like really, like, that's an amazing rewarding feeling and an achievement. And I think also it's somehow our little signature, because all of us are artists, also not only organizers. So we don't approach it from the business side primarily. It's about this whole love thing, and then also an artistic thing. So I think we all leave our own signature to the dance field like that somehow. Like, you add this, I add this, your event gives me that feeling, my event offers the student that feeling or that possibility. So it's kind of your legacy in a way, and the signature, and then also something that keep continuing benefiting the people who take part of it, because they create connections that live on. And for me to witness that, and then to see people who met in my festival and they keep working together or having, or, you know, being friends or whatever, that's like the biggest reward, I think.
That was beautiful, beautifully said. So thank you so much for being with me today. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to know you better and sharing with us your experience and expertise. Once again, thank you, Mercedes Nieta, who hosts the Cairo Budapest Festival in Hungary. You can find more information on her website, cairofestival.com. Sharon Misgish, who produced Oriental Marathon Festival in France, one of the biggest festival. More info on www.omffrance.com. Monique Nath with Egypt in Barcelona. More info you can find on the website festivalegiptoandbarcelona.com. And Stella Zahir with Cairo by Night Festival in Serres, Greece. You can find more information on her Facebook page by same name. Thank you for tuning in, and thank you so much for sharing your love, your story, and your long, long journey. Thank you so much.
Tatiana,
Yes,
for
and
bringing
I'll
us
see you
together.
soon. See you soon. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Inshallah.
Take care of you.
Thank you, Tatiana. Thank for the
Bye bye,
invitation. Thank
girls.
you,
It was
girls.
so nice to see you.
I love you,
Nice
girls. I
to
love
see
you.
you. Love you back.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye, Tatiana. Bye, everyone.